Of course, whenever I think I'm in the clear, fired it up, I snapped the cover back on the back, and it says nozzle temperature is abnormal. The sensor may have an open circuit. Yo, what's up, Duff here? This is my Bambu Labs A1 printer, Bambu Lab A1 printer. And I got this printer several months ago. It's been great. I haven't had any issues with it whatsoever until earlier this week. I did have an extruder error. It wouldn't feed the filament in. It would try, it wouldn't feed it. So I followed instructions online how to check it, what to do. I found out that I had a piece of filament that looks like it might have broken off when it tried to do a retract or something. And that's all that was wrong. But in the process of accessing that, I had to remove here this filament manifold. And when you take off the filament manifold, let me just show you. Let me get it off and I'll show you. And just so you know, there's two little Allen head screws here. You can use the included Allen wrench that comes with the printer to remove them. And you remove these two things, and this manifold comes out. So when it comes out, you'll see here, hopefully you can see, there's a little thin black cable. This is the filament detection sensor I found out through my research into this problem. But anyways, once I took this out, you're supposed to just carefully lay it on top and don't damage or stretch that cable, which is what I did. There's much more hanging out now as a result of what happened, but let me explain. So anyways, I took that out. I used my little tool this little tool here. This little tool to push the filament through, got the filament jam out, and then I'm like, well, to put it back together and to push the filament out, I had to have the printer on, obviously, and the hot end heated. But then I'm like, it'd be easier to work on this if I had the Z axis up a little bit higher. So I went to the control panel, went to Z, tried to raise the Z, and it says, oh, no, you can't raise the Z until you do a homing procedure. And without thinking of the consequences of that, I said, okay, home. So when you home this printer, it slides all the way over to the left. And the way I had this laying on here, it might have been something like this, I don't quite remember. It caught on the gantry over here and pulled this way out, pulled it out to the point where this actually, the cable actually became separated. So not only did it pull the cable this way, it pulled it enough to separate it from the sensor. So I was unhappy, but after some messing around, I got it back in here the way that I thought it had to be. Put the printer all the way back together, and then I was getting a cutter open error. This is the cutter. And based on my research, it's more than likely connected to this. So this connects to a board on the back. There's a board in the back here that this connects to. And more than likely, I think, even if this is not damaged, even though it's been stretched a lot, I think it might have pulled out of the connector in the back anyways. So what I did, I didn't want to take any chances. I don't want to take it all the way apart and then put it back together and then not have it work because this cable's bad. I just went and got a replacement cable on Amazon. I'll have the part for it in the video description. It was less than $10. So my plan is to take this apart and totally replace the filament sensor cable and hope that all my problems will be behind me. All right, the first thing it says you need to do is remove, this is like the USB connection. These are really small Allen screws here, really small, but they do include a Allen wrench for it. So I'm going to remove these 4 screws, and then this should just lift out. Okay, that's just a USB-C connection. Pulled right out. Now this back case, let's just snap off. Is that what I'm seeing here? I kind of think it does. It does, okay. Yeah, the back cover just snaps off. Then you have to carefully disconnect all of these electrical connections. So let me carefully do that and move the camera back out of the way. All right, they are not that hard to take out, but there's 2 little screw-in terminals right here. The screws are tiny. Do not lose them. But I have everything disconnected and have the wires kind of pulled towards the direction where they go. Looks like there's 3 small, very small black screws that hold this in place. You know, really small hardware here. So I'm usually not a very big fan of small hardware because small hardware is easy to lose, but I will do my best to be careful. Right here is the little black cable. So it looks like it did not pull out of the system board, or not system board, whatever this is, controller board. So it did not pull out. It just got stretched, I guess. But we are going to pull this all the way through and see if we can get the other one in place. When I remove that cable, this just kind of fell out on my hand. So, all right, yeah, the little connector for the ribbon cable, you just pry it up and then it just flips out. So now we get to see how challenging it is to get the new one in place. I'm removing the damaged filament sensor. You're going to find this hard to believe, but yes, it's more very small screws. Okay. All right, so it goes like that. That means this one looks slightly different in color. Okay. Looks like that goes like that. All right. I think this won't be too bad, but I've said that before and been very, very wrong. All right, I reattached the filament sensor here to the filament manifold. I reattached the filament manifold and fished this through. When you put the filament manifold back in, you have to make sure you don't trap this ribbon wire here, tape wire, whatever you want to call it. It's not a great design as far as maintenance goes to have a real thin wire right here, but okay. But anyways, then I'm going to put this back in. It has to go this way with a little copper contacts down when it goes back into this connector. And we're gonna put it back together and cross our fingers. Yeah, that ribbon cable is a pain. It's a pain to get back into that connector, firmly seated, and I have the three system board bolts back on. Now I'm trying to get all the other connectors back on. Oh wait, I got to do these small little screws too. Yeah, you would want better lighting than what I have here, and probably not to work on carpet, because if something drops, like I said, good luck with me finding it. So I have to be very, very meticulous, both disassembling and reassembling this thing, but we're getting there, I have all the wires reconnected, so I am just going to, I don't have the back panel snapped back on because I don't want to snap it back on until I'm sure that we are good, and I'm not sure that we are good yet. So let's do this, plug this in, let's cross our fingers, let's turn it on, see what happens. It's not often that things work the first time, but maybe I'll get lucky. All right. Okay, no immediate error. That's good, because I think before I was getting one immediately. Let's home it. Yeah, I couldn't do that before. I think we might be good. Ooh, wow, I'm getting kind of excited here. All right, well then, of course, the next logical step is to start a print, right? Let's start a print, and let me put this cover back on. I'll put the back cover on, start the print. Oh, I got to put this back on, but yeah, I'm actually feeling hopeful. Of course, whenever I think I'm in the clear, fired it up, I snapped the cover back on the back, and it says, nozzle temperature is abnormal. The sensor may have an open circuit. So maybe something in the back is messed up. I gotta double check it. Okay, I think crisis has been averted. One of the connectors on the back of this was not fully seated. It's the connector that controls the heater. I guess it's a little black, kind of weird connector that I don't know. It's not that easy to get in there. I guess I didn't pay enough attention, but it seems like it's okay now. The error has cleared. So now we're going to try to reinitialize a print once again, and hope that everything's hunky-dory. I'll be back once it starts laying down filament, and I'll have a big smile on my face, hopefully. That's a beautiful thing. It's laying down filament, and it's a beautiful thing. All right, the A1 is fixed. Haven't had to do a 3D printer repair in a little while, so difficulty-wise, I don't know. It's small screws, small pieces, small, annoying, thin ribbon cable, but like anything, patience normally will win out. So we are back in business. We're back printing. I just took advantage of that STL Flix membership deal where I now, for 3 years, I have access to not only all the STL Flix files, but I have a commercial license. So that means that I can sell anything on STL Flix. I can print it and sell it myself, and that's fine. There's no issue with that. So I might start doing that. I might start making some cool prints and selling them, you know, to help fund my 3D printing hobby. That'd be a good idea, right? So anyways, if you found this video interesting, please think about giving it a big thumbs up. If this is your first time visiting the channel, please consider subscribing. If you're going to subscribe, you can hit the notify bell that's over there somewhere to notify you of new videos, live streams, all that kinds of stuff. Lesson learned from this: if you do ever have to remove this manifold for to clear a jam, be very, very, very careful with that ribbon cable. Do not do what I do. Do not do a home procedure while it's sitting on the top, or it will rip it out, and it's a pain in the ass. So anyways, is that it? I think, did I say leave your comments, questions, and suggestions below? If not, do that. And I hope you have a great, what is today, Saturday? It's a Memorial Day weekend, and I have some rather interesting wheel news coming soon. So that's all I got for now. Until next time, bye for now.